The Mandalorian Season 2 finale was most definitely absolutely amazing. I mean, they had been building up for the entire series that Luke Skywalker was going to show up at the end, just subtly hinting at it. And even though I knew it was coming, when that X-Wing showed up, I just got so excited. And then when Luke stepped out of that X-Wing, oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. It was an incredible scene. I loved it so much. However, recent developments have made it so that many fans actually wish that that scene wasn't what happened, that Luke Skywalker wasn't the one who showed up. I'll explain all that on today's episode of Star Wars Nerds and Geeks. Before I start the video, I'm pretty sure my assistant Amy had something she wanted to say. So, Amy, take it away.
According to YouTube statistics, only 2% of you use Portuguese subtitles. So if you enjoy my videos, please consider turning on Portuguese subtitles. It's free and you can always turn them off later.
I'm pretty sure that's not the statistic you wanted to share, but whatever, I'll go with it. So like I said in the intro, fans wish that it wasn't Luke Skywalker in the Mandalorian finale. And that's not because they don't love having Luke Skywalker in the finale, because like I said, it's absolutely amazing that he was in there. I love it so much. But it's actually because they got a glimpse of something much better. Recently, a behind the scenes video was posted on Disney Plus that talks about behind the scenes of making the finale and like how they made Luke Skywalker young again. And in that video, they explained how they wanted to keep Luke Skywalker's appearance a secret. And so to do that, what they did is they had concept artists, when they were drawing concepts for the epic hallway scene, the concept artist drew in Plo Koon instead of Luke Skywalker. As you can see right here, this is the concept art. And this has happened many times in Star Wars history, where there was a big reveal that they wanted to keep hidden, so Lucasfilm ended up creating like an alternate story. One of the best examples of this is in episode 5. The original script had nothing about Darth Vader being Luke's father. That was so that George Lucas could keep that reveal as hidden as possible, and he kept it hidden until the very last moment. But what's unique about this time is that fans actually wish that the cover-up story was actually the one that happened. See, check out all these Twitter comments that all of them are just talking about how they wish that it was Plo Koon in the Mandalorian hallway scene rather than Luke Skywalker. And honestly, it would make sense for Plo Koon to show up. Plo Koon, as you may know, was the mentor of Ahsoka Tano. He was the one who discovered her. Ahsoka and Plo Koon, they had this sort of bond. So, if they brought back Ahsoka, it kind of makes sense that they would bring back Plo Koon. And also, it's just, Plo Koon is one of fans' favorite Jedi from the Clone Wars eras. I mean, besides the obvious ones like Obi-Wan and Anakin and Ahsoka, Plo Koon is definitely one of the favorites. So, it would have made sense to bring him back. Of course, one of the problems is that most people wouldn't really know Plo Koon, and even if they did know Plo Koon, they'd probably only know him from Attack of the Clones. They wouldn't know him from the Clone Wars. Whereas every single person has heard of Luke Skywalker. So that was just a bigger reveal in of itself, and more people would get it. And honestly, I think it was more exciting for me to see Luke than it would have been to see Plo Koon. But let's say for a minute that Lucasfilm, that Dave Filoni had actually decided to go with Plo Koon instead of Luke Skywalker. How would that have worked out? How would Plo Koon have survived Order 66? I mean, he's dead, right? Or in Order 66, we see him die. Well, not necessarily. See, there's an old rule in film that if you don't see the character die on screen, then they aren't dead. You can see this in episode 1. Darth Maul gets chopped in half, but you see him falling, and when he's falling, he's still alive. You see Palpatine, but when he's falling, he's still alive. Like, there's just time after time. As long as you don't see them actually die, they may still be alive. So just watch this scene from the Order 66 and how Plo Koon supposedly died. Well, I'll watch it again in slow motion. I'll just keep looping this back and forth so you can look at the scene and really analyze it, as I've been doing. See, first we see that the ship, it kind of goes up into flames. We see Plo Koon like kind of ducking down as the flames are engulfing around him, and then cuts to a wide shot of his starfighter just crashing. But technically, we do never see him die, so there's a chance he could be alive. One of my friends, when I was like, I don't even know, when I was really young, my friend would always tell me about how he thought that Plo Koon was still alive, because he always said that when he was watching Revenge of the Sith, he saw a little shape shoot out from the plane after it seemed to go down. After it shot down, he saw something go up from the plane, and he thought that could be an ejector seat from Plo Koon, that Plo Koon had somehow saved himself from the crash. Now, I've watched this scene countless times and I haven't seen that shape, but maybe you can see it? Maybe I'm just missing something? But whatever the case, I don't think that it's very likely that Plo Koon could have survived. However, if Disney wanted to bring Plo Koon back, since Plo Koon never died on screen, it would be very easy for them to make up a story on how Plo Koon survived. Maybe when the starfighter was crashing, Plo Koon's such a good pilot that he was able to land it safely. Maybe Plo Koon ejected, or maybe he wasn't shot down. Maybe that was just an illusion of the Force. Whatever Disney comes up with, if they wanted to, they can make Plo Koon still alive. And for the future, in an Ahsoka series that will be coming up, I'm pretty sure there's an Ahsoka series coming up, but in that series, Plo Koon might make an appearance. Maybe he'll just be in some flashback sequences where Ahsoka's remembering her childhood. Maybe it will actually be in the present where Plo Koon shows up to mentor her. Whatever the case, Plo Koon, in my opinion, has a pretty good chance of making it into Star Wars canon. Or not into Star Wars canon, into more Star Wars movies, into new Star Wars movies and shows. So while Plo Koon was not in The Mandalorian, and while many fans are a little upset that Plo Koon wasn't in The Mandalorian, I mean, look at this concept art. He looks amazing. This would be such an epic scene. But while he wasn't in The Mandalorian, Plo Koon could very well be in some future TV shows and movies. So keep an eye out for that. Now, tell me in the comments what you think of this. Do you think that Plo Koon would have been better off in the season 2 finale, or are you glad that it was Luke Skywalker? Tell me in the comments, and as always, this is Star Wars Nerds and Geeks signing off. See you all next time.